Hi everybody, welcome to PowerPanels Professional BI Desktop Application version 4. This video is designed for the decision makers who would like to connect to the data and analyze their business faster and accurately. In this video, we will use PowerPanels intuitive user interface to create a rich interactive dashboard from Microsoft Analysis Services Cube data by doing the following steps. In step 1, we will connect to the Microsoft Analysis Services Cube where the companies or the organizational business data is stored. In step 2, we will use PowerPanels Smart Visual Designer called Power Designer to create a report. In step 3, we will convert the report into rich interactive dashboard. And in step 4, we will save and share the dashboard with our friends or colleagues. And finally, our report or the dashboard should look like the image below. Okay, let's connect to the Microsoft Analysis Services Cube. Click the node on the front on the start page, return Microsoft Analysis Services. And then PowerPanels will show you the data source dialog for Microsoft Analysis Services. Enter the server name where your business data is stored. Connect it, and then it will show all the databases for that connected server. In this case, we have AdventureWorks Data Warehouse 2014. Select the database, and you will see all the cubes that belongs to the database are populated automatically. For this demo, we will use AdventureWorks. Then we will give a friendly name. And then accept. The moment you accept, PowerPanels will show its visual designer called Power MDX Designer. Here we will use this designer to create a starting report. For our demo, we will create a report for customers over the internet sales. Let's open the customer dimensions, and you can see that in the customer dimension we have a lot of hierarchies defined like city, country, postal code, and by demographic like education, gender. And in this case we will use country for the starting point. Let's select the country hierarchy and drop it in the row data. Also in analysis services, we can filter the dimensions by measure groups. In the AdventureWorks, we can see there are a lot of measure groups. For this sample, we will use internet sales measure group. You can see that automatically for that measure group the available dimensions. Okay, for this sample we will take country hierarchy and drop it in the row data, and then we will select the years hierarchy and drop it on the column data, and we will take internet sales amount measure and drop it in the filter area. Also you can use other members from different dimensions in the filter area. So let's open the product dimension, and let's take the category bikes and drop it in the filter area, and we can test our first query. Execute. See, it's so fast we got our results. Okay, now let's accept this so that we can see the same view in the main window. So we made our first sample report. Now let's extend this report and convert it into an interactive dashboard. Okay, let's add some more panels and groups. Press the button on the ribbon tab named Insert Group one more time, and then select the active panel in this case and add another panel in this group.
and the second group we will add another panel, and let the third group be with one panel. Now let's copy this panel and drop it in this panel, the other panel. You see, now both the reports look the same. Now we're going to change it so that we're going to change it to like education by the months. So let's open again our customer dimension and let's select education and then drop it on the country dimension, and then we will use replace the complete hierarchy. So by default, PowerPanels gives you the option to select the members, and there are other options where you can use advanced functions to filter your data set, but let's keep it simple for now. Let's select the all customers and then say accept. Okay, now we see that educational hierarchy with all customer members. Let's open this member all customers and we will see the corresponding members under the education: bachelor's, graduate degree, high school, partial school, etc. And now let's replace the year with a month dimension or hierarchy, and let's open. Then we can take this month of the year and then drop it on the year dimension, and then okay, as usual we can pick the all periods and then we can expand. So we can see that all the 12 months from starting from January to December. Now we made two views from the same cube. Now let's create a graph. For that, just copy the panel which you want to see as a graph, copy that and paste it on this panel. And PowerPanels is very context sensitive. Depending on the objects you selected, it will give you the options you get for the selected object. In this case we selected the complete pivot grid, so it's giving you option to either you can paste the grid or duplicate the grid, or you can create a graph. So now by default PowerPanels gives you all the measures for that pivot grid. In this case we have only one measure, internet sales. Let's select it and we have our beautiful graph here. And now let's create another object. So copy this and paste as a grid. Now let's change this, the rows and column members with occupation and the days in a month. Okay. Click the Cube Explorer object on the top, and now let's select, open the customer dimension and select the occupation and drop it on the occupation area, on the education, sorry, and replace the education hierarchy with the occupation. Okay, as usual we will select our all customers, accept. Now click the plus button to drill down and we see all the occupations under the all customers. Now let's replace the month dimension with the date. Okay, let's pick the day of month hierarchy and then drop it on the month hierarchy. Let's replace the month hierarchy with the day hierarchy. Let's take all periods, accept, and then expand the all periods so we can see each days for all the months. Now let's create a graph from this panel, from this grid. Copy that, the usual procedure, and paste as power graph. You see, in a few clicks we made our first dashboard. This dashboard is not interactive yet, but we will make it interactive on a single click. Before that, we will just change these graph styles. So in this case, we have the column graph that's not stacked. So let's take a cylinder graph with a stacked cylinder. And now it's a flat. Let's give some elevation and depth to look like 3D. Let's give 5, 5, 5. And you can see now it looks like a three-dimensional cylinder graph. Now let's change this graph to a line graph. Go to Chart Tools, Graph tab, pick the line and press the line graph, 2D line graph. Now we have an excellent line graph now. And now we have to interact our dashboard. Interacting means let's connect all those panels. It means just go to the ribbon tab named Home and you will see the current page group. Select the cascading option, press the cascading option. Now all our panels are connected. Let's test how they are connected. So in this case, you see this panel for all the years, all the customers, in this case all the education customers and all the months. So now let's see our sales for 2012 year. Click here. You see all the panels are automatically showing the 2012 year. Now let's see what is the sales in 2012 for December. Click here. Oh, that's excellent. See how fast we can make cascading and interacting the dashboard. Okay, now we connected on a single hierarchy. We can connect either on the columns or on the rows. Let's pick, this is for all the customers. Let's see our sales in United States. Let's click the United States here. Wow, that's cool. And now we see that it's for 2012 United States, and in this case 2012 United States and for December. What if we want to see on one click for 2012 like Australia? Just go to the data area and just click the button, click the cell here. You see, on a single click we add two filters. So on a data area, when you click, you can send to the other panels more than one filter if they are defined. Now let's create some more options. Suppose now we want to change this part of the row area. Let's replace demographic. Let's take location and let's put state province. And expand the cell. You see, for Australia you have now New South Wales, Queensland, South Australia. So PowerPanels is very context sensitive. It knows what the user is trying to achieve, and it has a smart engine behind which can convert all those information into very fast display. Now let's select for United States what are the state provinces. Wow, you see. Now let's replace, let's see for what are the occupations under Washington. only management, professional, skilled manual people are there in Washington. Now let's replace the occupation with what else, man? What is there? Okay, I want to replace it with the customers. Let's drop the customers. Let's replace the occupation with the customers. Since it takes a little time, because we know that under the customers we have for this adventure cubes more than 18,000 customers, but we saw it so fast because PowerPanel sends proper queries to the OLAP server to get results as fast as possible. Let's select the all customers, accept it, and then open it. You see, for Washington, these are the customers. We can see who are the customers in California. Automatically filtered. So we see that without even writing a single line of code, with the mouse and drag operation, we made a powerful interactive dashboard. If you want to save the dashboard, just press the save button, and PowerPanels will show you under which solution you want to save the dashboard. In our case, we have this PowerPanel solution and the reports folder. Okay, let's create this as customer internet sales report. Select the folder reports and then press accept, and we made our first interactive dashboard. We can see it here. If we can even test it, just close everything, double click the customer internet sales report. You see, what you see is what you get. So thank you very much.